Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Happy holidays and happy weekend. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and ready for the holiday season. So get started right away. Welcome to the YouTube live stream, and we shall get started right away. So before I get started, let me know where you're tuning in from, which city you're tuning in from, which country you are tuning in from, and also if you joined us in the masterclass last night, put one in the chat and let me know how many of you attended the masterclass last night. Let me know where you're piping in from today. Just getting started. We get started right away here. Just waiting for a few folks to hop on, and then we'll get the party started.
Your highest conviction.
Okay. Put one in the chat if you joined us last night for the masterclass. Let's see how many of you came to the masterclass last night. I'll resend this. I'm getting this stuff here. Okay, we have someone from Edmonton and New Jersey. Awesome. What about the rest? Which city are you tuning in from today? Or which country are you tuning in from today? And how many of you attended the masterclass last night? If you attended the masterclass, put one in the chat. We have Agnes. Agnes is attended the masterclass. Awesome. Hope you learned a lot of things last night in the masterclass. So we shall get started here shortly. Just waiting a few minutes for a few folks to join, and then we'll get this party started. What's this called? Watch. So we are going to have a short trading week this week. We are going to have the Christmas week, and we are going to see if we are going to get the Santa Claus rally. So I believe that we are going to get the Santa Claus rally this week. It started on Friday, and I believe that we are going to continue getting that until the end of the year here. So I expect all the major indices to close the year at all-time highs and possibly go to like a blow off top. So last week Friday, we saw the Nasdaq show strength, and it's really rallying right now. So let's see. Let me share my screen, and then we get started here. Get started here. All right. So let's check out the economic calendar to see what's going on there, to see what catalysts we are expecting this week and what is going to move the market. So tomorrow we don't have anything set up. On Tuesday we have like GDP reports, and then we have consumer confidence, which is at 10 o'clock. And we also have, so consumer confidence is something that is going to move the market. Also GDP as well, but I mean, that wouldn't be a big deal. It's going to happen at pre-market, so we are going to know what it is before it goes out. So those are day trading. It's only going to matter, what's going to matter is the consumer confidence. And I believe that consumer confidence, we'll see how that plays out, but that shouldn't be really like a big deal of a thing. So the one that the market is also going to watch is going to be Wednesday's jobless claims data. And I believe that with the holidays coming, this coming week here, I believe that the Trump administration, what we've seen is that every single time there is holidays, the numbers are usually favorable. They are good, right? So I believe that these numbers are going to come in benign. It's going to come in good, and it's not going to cause any issues to cause the market to sell. And also during the holiday season, because as you can see here, you see that nothing like, this 25th, Christmas Day, there's no trading. I believe 26th, the market is going to open half day or so. So we are going to get a very short week of trading, right? It's going to be more, I would say, like how many? 4 days? Like we are going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is off, and then Friday is half day. So it's going to be more or less like, 3.5 days of trading. So it's going to be just a few days of trading this week, and it's going to be very low volume market. Low volume market in the sense that the guys that control the market, the smart money, are currently on vacation, right? They, like, most of them are out now for the holidays, and they're going to come back in January. So because of that, the folks that are left in the office are going to be a very small amount of people who are going to be left in the office, and they are going to be taking the trades. But the market is going to be dominated by retail, and retail is conditioned to buy the dip, and they are long-minded, they are long-oriented. So because of that, I expect the market to melt up and float up. Even though it's a low volume market, it can be choppy, but it's still going to move in one direction, which is to the upside, right? So we are going to look to see that this week here. Typically, what happens in the low volume market is that it goes, you see the market just going up slow, gradually, and then by the time you see it's up at new highs and stuff. So we shall see how that plays out, but I expect to see the Santa Claus rally happen this week. And from there, we can dream about all-time highs, blow off top, and all that stuff. Okay. All right. So last night I did a masterclass. So those that attended, you guys saw that we covered a lot of concepts about how to trade for a living, and I covered that. We still have the video here on YouTube. It's going to be here for some time, for the next 24 hours, and it's going to go down. So if you missed the masterclass, you can go and watch the recording under the video session. And so those that attended, you guys got very good golden nuggets that you can execute. And also there was also some Christmas presents that were given. So those that came, they got those Christmas presents. So tonight, the game plan is going to be the game plan for the week. How are we going to make money this week? Okay, so I'm going to check and go now that we've gone through the economic calendar. Let's go to the charts to see what's going on, right? So if you look at SPY has been doing, trying to recover here. It did well on Friday, so this is a sign of good. There's momentum coming, and based on this, like if you look at this, we had a green day on Friday. So all throughout the week, like, it was selling, consolidated, and then did that, right? And then if you look at the VIX, I like to compare the SPY to the VIX, because if the VIX is selling, then the SPY is also selling, right? Look at that. So the VIX is now down again. It could not go up, break this moving averages congestion, and it's back down here. So are we going to see a pop in the VIX, or are we going to see it go crash, right? Because there's low volume in the market, I believe that I don't potentially see any kind of volatility coming, but if it comes, I'll not be surprised, because we are here at a critical level, and if this can hold and bounce, that means that we are going to get a sell in the market, but we shall see how that plays out. given that it's a low volume market. Once the retail gets a hold of it, they're just going to push the market up to the upside. Okay, so they are typically on low volume trading days, and during holidays like this, you could get very good moves in certain stocks. So if you're able to catch a good stock that is moving, you can make very good return from it. Okay, so we shall see how that plays out. So let me go back to the SPY. What's the game plan for the SPY? So right now the futures market is green. I was expecting it to be green, so far so good. Is green, and it looks like, you know, the market is going to open with a gap up tomorrow morning, and we shall see how that goes on, right? Whether they are going to hold the gains are going to hold, or whether it's going to sell, we shall see. But I believe that the retail are going to push the market up, and we are going to get to all-time high sometime soon. So we have the ES. The ES right now is at 17 points. So it's almost 2 points. So if it's to open right now, it's going to be opening somewhere above this, right? It's going to be at around 683, thereabouts, 683.34. Okay, somewhere there, 683.34 if it's open right now. So that means that it's going to be somewhere here, right? And then if the momentum is strong tomorrow, I will not be surprised if the S&P even gets to all-time highs by tomorrow, because it's a very small distance to travel, and it could get to that all-time high magic number. Then once it gets here, that's where it's going to be tough to break this trend line, this all-time high level. But if it breaks it, we are going to get a squeeze to the upside. So we could see the SPY get to the magic 700 number by the end of the year. So that is something that is possible. But for now, first things first, it needs to first get to previous all-time high, and then we can dream about it getting to the new all-time highs. So here I see the SPY rallying tomorrow if the futures market continues to be strong, and if buyers step in and push it up further. So something I expect perhaps the market to close tomorrow around 685, and this 685 level is a critical level. If you look at it, there's a lot of resistance there. So around this area between 685 and 684, there's going to be like a lot of fight there. It's going to be a big fight there. But if the bulls maintain their momentum, they can push it up. And I believe that eventually, by the end of the week, we should be up here around 690, or even we can crack that magic number of 700, right? So that's what I'm going to be watching closely to see how this plays out. But this year is trades that can work out really nicely tomorrow as we push towards the 685 critical level. Okay, so the next one is QQQ. So QQQ, I believe that the rally is going to be led by tech, because tech has been lagging behind. Right. So the reason why the market went to all-time highs very fast is that tech has been leading the way since 2023. And I don't believe that we are going to get to new all-time highs without QQQ getting there, right? That's the tech heavy ETF. So over here, we can clearly, so what I'm looking at, watching closely is, I'm watching this trend line here, right? This orange trend line, I'm watching it closely to see how price navigates there. So I believe that we are going to push to this trend line area. And then once we get there, there's going to be a big fight there, and then whoever wins is going to succeed, right? So I believe that we are going to push from here to all-time highs, maybe this week or by the end of the year for sure. We are going to get that move to the upside, right? And that's where it's going to come here to around the double top area. But I believe that tech will lead the way, because we saw NVIDIA and MU had very good earnings. That was, I believe that was on Thursday. They had good earnings. So that's revived the tech sector, the AI sector, right? So MU saved the day for the AI trade kind of thing. So now you can see that all the AI related stocks came back from the dead, right? Even Nvidia, which is the captain of the AI group, the Nvidia AI group, woke up on Friday, meaning that it's ready to push up. And once Nvidia is pushing up, it's going to carry the entire market up, because that's the number one company on the QQQ now. And once it pushes up, it's going to pull everything along with it, right? So the semiconductors are going to take their rightful role again and step on the gas and take control, right? So once the semiconductors are taking control, then we shall see that move up in this market, right? So I'll not be surprised, like, if we get to all-time highs this week. I will not be surprised at all, because that is a possibility. And this candle here shows intent, means that they are ready for business and we are going to push up higher, right? So members of our swing trading service, we are already swinging QQQ, and our ultimate target is the all-time high. So with this gap up tomorrow morning, all those swings are going to be green, and we are going to continue holding it for it to hit the target. So one of the critical targets is 629, because this is a critical level. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3, 4, 5. So once it gets here, this one critical profit targets. Then from there, we are going to get the what looks like a gap fill here with fill, and then we are going to get to the all-time high. Okay. All right. So that's QQQ. So if tech takes control, the market is going to rip, right? For SPY. So if you look at, so if you're looking for a trade, you see that here, from here to the all-time highs is like, about 2% or 3%, right? But if you check SPY is very close, right? SPY is not much. It doesn't have much go. SPY just 1%. And then for QQQ is 2%. So QQQ has more distance to travel, is even 3%, more distance to travel compared to SPY. So as a swing trader, I would rather attack QQQ, and even as a day trader, I will attack QQQ compared to SPY. Okay, so that's why we took that trade in the swing trading service. I alerted this one on Friday, late Friday, Friday afternoon, and we are already green in it, and we expect this to continue pushing up to at least here, right? If it can get here, that's going to be fine. Around the 630 mark, that should be good. Okay, all right. So that's the QQQ. Also, I'll also check the semiconductor ETF, SMH, right? So if the semis get back to business, you will see the SMH push up, right? So you see the SMH push up back to all-time highs. So you can either take something like the SMH long, or you can take like the leverage ETF XOXL. XOXL2 is a good one. So either this or that. I believe that is going to come back again to this place and make a triple top, or maybe a blow off, like it's going to squeeze from there. Okay. All right. So the next index that I'm going to talk about is DIA. So DIA has an interesting chart here. So you see that this trend line here has held, like, every time price gave me a bounce, it could not break. So he's been doing this since what is this? Since like March, right? He's been doing this. He's been holding this trend line since March, and it came here like recently. That was in December 12th. He could not break it, so it came back down. So look at this. So here we have one touch. Over here, he kissed it, but I did not touch it. 2, can count it as 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th time we are going to break this. This is going to break and squeeze. Okay. So what is going to be is that, because you have that trend line, every single time you are hitting it or you're getting close to it, it's weakening it, right? So the 7th time. So here, once you get to the 6th time, it's like about 70% probability, right? 7th time is going to be 80% or even close to 90% probability. So we are going to break it. So I like DIA for a long, like this week here, or towards before to the end of the year, whereby we see this blast through, break this mini downsloping trend line, and then push up, right? So DIA is going to do well. I believe that is going to push to, it will also make its all-time highs as well. So I believe DIA will be trading around 490 very soon, and is going to push well once it cracks above this 483. Is going to be off to the races and it's going to be gone. Okay, so DIA is looking good and nice here. And I believe that is going to help the stocks listed in the Dow to do well as well. Okay. All right. So that's something that I'm watching. So DIA is a good one, and I'm going to be watching it closely this week here. All right. So now let's check out Bitcoin and Ethereum to see what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing. Let me go to my trading view. Check out trading view there. Let's look at what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing, and then we can look at that closely. So here we have, this is Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has been struggling. We shall see if it can come back. But I believe that with a low volume market, I see Bitcoin possibly going back to 100K sometime this week. That's a possibility, right? Because 100K is going to be somewhere, I believe somewhere here, over here, right? So far, Bitcoin has been holding this level here. Let me go to the weekly here, show you guys what's going on. So Bitcoin has been holding this level here. All right, it's been holding this level here, right? So every single time, price just comes. Price comes here and then it's bouncing, like it's always bouncing, right? Yeah. From 2023, it been holding and holding out. So here, this is the last line of defense for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is already in, let me check here, where's my measurement to? Yeah, so if you look at this, from the top where it sold off to here, Bitcoin is already in a bear market, okay? So bear market is anything 20% or more drop from recent highs. In this case, is the all-time highs, okay? So Bitcoin is in a bear market. We shall see if Bitcoin is going to recover. So what you have to know is that Bitcoin usually set up as like a leading indicator for the market, right? It behaves like a leading indicator for the market. So if you go check history, like previous sell-offs in the market, if you go check like 2017 and you go check the 2021, when Bitcoin topped in November, the stock market topped in December, right? Usually it's a 4 to 6 week window. So Bitcoin has already topped. If you look at this, the Bitcoin up was around October 6th, and you're going to see that the stock market also topped around November, right? So if you look at, if you go to SPY, for instance, the stock market here is the stock market. It topped, look at that, in November, right? So that's like about a month or so in after Bitcoin topped up, okay? So we are going to see if the market continues going up. I suspect that we are going to see like a rally here in Bitcoin, because I mean, the guys that are trading Bitcoin are the same guys that are trading the Nasdaq. So Bitcoin is like a risk asset. So anytime, the reason why it's a leading indicator is that it's a risk asset, and every single time that there is trouble in the system and investors are scared and they want to run, they sell their risk assets first. And Bitcoin is the first one. That's why I say it's the leading indicator. And if you look at, even if you look at in April, when the market sold off, like over here, where is it? Let's see here, somewhere here, right? Over here, when the market sold off, Bitcoin started recovering earlier than the stock market, right? So right now you see that we are in a 35% sell-off, and Bitcoin needs to hold this level, right? I mean, if it loses this level, then it's over, right? But I believe that if we have low volume market and there's euphoria and everybody's buying that kind of thing, they are going to go back to their risk asset, and it's going to push Bitcoin to at least 100K. So my target for Bitcoin, ultimate target, is 100,000, right? Once we get to 100,000, then we can start dreaming about getting back to all-time highs, right? So we shall see what happens. I don't think that this is the end of the cycle for Bitcoin. I believe that is going to make some recovery, at least 200K. I don't know what it's going to do after that. If the stock market continues going up in the new year, then definitely you are going to see Bitcoin also rally and follow it as well. So that's what I'm looking at. So as long as Bitcoin does not break this upsloping trend line, then we are going to get a move to the upside. So we over here, you can see that Bitcoin is bottoming here, is scaling up. So this is your low, this is your higher low. This low is pretty much same as this, or higher, a little bit higher. So we are curling up, but we still have the bear flag. That bear flag has not been negated yet. It's still so this is a bear flag here. So this, oops. So this here and that is the bear flag. Okay. So is as long as he holds here, the bear flag has not triggered. It's going to trigger if it breaks below, if you get a red candle break below this flag and then this trend line, right? This support trend line. But if it doesn't, then you could see Bitcoin going up to this area, right? Then there is going to break and invalidate that bear flag and make a high, right? So that's what is going to bring us to this area. So this is the area where I believe that, okay, at least we can get here. This is close to 100K. Once we get there, I believe that Bitcoin will just go to the 100K mark and we shall see how far it can go from there. So my immediate target for Bitcoin is 100,000. After that, we can start dreaming about other targets, right? Next is Ethereum. Ethereum too, with Bitcoin selling, is also been struggling, but I believe that if Bitcoin is able to rally, this one is also going to do the same thing. So if you look at that, it broke above this so far, and I believe that it has room to go up to at least 3,500 thereabouts is a good place at the 200 SMA, and then from there it can look to go higher, right? So Ethereum too is making a recovery. And with the low volume market and everybody getting excited with Santa Claus rally, I think that crypto is also going to catch a bit and it's going to push up as well. So if you look at, it's going to catch a bit and move up as well. So let's go to check out the fear and greed index. Fear and greed index, right? So in order, like fast forward, in order for the bull market to come to an end, we need the market to be we need this fear and greed index to go to extreme greed, right? At extreme greed and extreme euphoria and excitement, that is when the rug is going to be pulled and the market will start selling, right? So right now it's neutral. By the end of the week, it could be somewhere here in greed. By the end of the week, or towards the end of the year, by the end of the year, we could get it towards greed. And then from there, we can come to extreme greed. Or who knows, we could be extreme greed by the end of the year. So I'm going to also what the fear and greed index is, just like a sentiment index, to just let you know what is going on and how people are thinking. So once you get to extreme greed, you are going to see that everybody's going to be telling you to buy a stock and stuff. Buy this stock, buy this ETF. Everybody's going to be excited. We haven't gotten there yet. So once we get there, then we are going to see that the top is in, and that's going to coincide with the blow off top or the new all-time highs. Okay. All right. So let me go back to my chart here, and I'll go through I'll also go through gold. Let's check out gold. I believe that gold will finally do the breakout this week. Breakout to new all-time highs this week. Let's see where is that right now in the where is it? Gold. PC gold. Okay, there you go. So this is where we are. We go. So beautiful. It's already at getting to all-time highs here. That's fantastic. So we have gold. Let me remove these drawings. So gold is at all-time high. So again, those are part of our community. I alerted this gold trade like a while back. I think it was late November. And so far, we are here now. So congratulations to all those that took the trade and held. We are about to make new all-time highs. So by tomorrow morning, we'll make new all-time highs. Then it's going to be mission accomplished. You can take your profits and then walk away. But there's still more upside. So over here, this is a cup and handle pattern. And with cup and handle patterns, usually what you do is that you have, see here. So this is your cup. So from here to here is the measured move, right? So this is about 12%. And this one, you can move it somewhere here. 12%, and then you are going to get the same move to the upside, right? So that's why I see here for gold. So gold can make, let's do this instead. So you're going to do this with gold from here to here, and then this one can move to the other side. So gold can break out and go here. I believe it can make that 5,000 mark. 5,000 is the next area where I believe that gold can go to. At least he has to get 4,500 first. Then from there, he's going to go to the $5,000 mark. So I expect to see gold break out this week, and so keep an eye on it. The gold traders, guys, can keep an eye on it. And then we have silver. Silver is just like a runaway trend. It's just too strong. Silver is stronger than gold. It's been rallying and going up like crazy. So let's look at what silver is doing. Look at that. Absolutely incredible, guys. Look at that. Silver is at 67 already. This is insane, right? So again, I alerted this when it was somewhere here, and then we got the breakout and it's gone, right? So silver is still going. It's still going. It's still going strong. All right. So how do we trade this one? We traded this using gold, GLD. GLD here. So GLD would, so this where GLD is, let me take this off. So we have GLD here, and like on Thursday, tried to hit all-time highs, but it couldn't. So what we are going to see here tomorrow is that we're going to see like a breakout, and spot gold is going to get to new all-time highs. So here, if you have this, you can check out the measured move from here to here. If you have a cup and handle pattern like this, you can gauge, you can check out the measured move. So the measured move is going to be like from here, this area to here, right? That's what the measured move is going to be. That's the estimated move. So this can go all the way to 448 or even 450 approximately, right? And I believe that's going to coincide with around maybe 4,500, or maybe it's going to align with, from there it can get to 5,000 in the real gold. So this is the ETF of gold, and so far so good, is doing well. So yeah, so gold is going to do well, and we're going to finally get a breakout this week. Awesome. And then we have silver. Silver is already gone, and this is interesting. When I posted that trade, right, I posted this measured move, guys. If you remember, those in our community, in the WhatsApp group, everything, I posted this here, and look at that. We've already blasted through the measured move. So I did not even change this. This is the same chart I sent out. This is a measured move. So the measured move is here. Look at that. From here to here. Look at this. Right. It was from here to here. You put it here, and that's a measured move. Right. So we've already hit the measured move. I mean, when it got there, there was a reaction. You can clearly see that there was a red candle here. So this has gotten there, and then what did you do? It has blasted through in a blow-off top fashion, right? So now it's pushing higher. So this silver is going to do wonders. It can go to as high as $70, right? Before the end of the cycle. Like, it's not going to end, but it's going to now pull back again. Okay. So silver is doing well. If you want to, I don't want to trade silver at this point. It's too extended to the upside. I'll look rather to see if it gets exhausted. Then I'll go and look to short it instead of buying longs at this point in time. Gold still has a room to get the blast through and go. Okay. All right. So now that we've covered the key areas, let's cover. And by the way, if you are joining us here and you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can support the channel, and also you can also share it with your friends and family so that they can also join and help the channel grow. Okay. So yeah, so now that we finished with silver, let's go to some of the tickets that I have for the week here. I will start with Carvana. So Carvana has been it's done this crazy move here after their inclusion into the what's it called, the S&P 500, and now I believe that Kavana is due for a pullback, right? So what I'm looking for in Kavana here is that it's looking to form a downtrend. So you have your high and you have your lower high, right? So it means that what I need from Kavana is I need a candle that closes below this level, so I can mark it as the exponential moving average 9. If we can close below it, then I'm going to target the gap fill. So the gap fill, so this is a short opportunity. So I'm starting with the short first, and then I'll go to the longs, right? Sorry, this green. I usually use green. So here we have green. This is the trade I'm looking at. Okay, so here people could be taking profits, like, profit taking. So we can get a move to the downside. It's not going to happen in one day, but it could happen. If not this month, it's going to happen next month, like in January. Okay, so once the smart money come back, we might see that sell, right? So basically, what's going to happen is that retail is going to move the market up. We are going to get to a blow off top, and then once the smart money comes back to the office, they'll say, "No, hell no, this is too high. We have to hit it down so that we can also get into the trade and ride it back up." Okay, so that's what's going to happen. So here we shall see how this works out. I like this for a short. If the trade triggers, let's say it happens tomorrow, my stop loss is going to be here above this candle, right? I'll be generous and even give it to this area here, right? But this is going to be my stop loss. If I get a move where I get a red candle trading below this moving average, then I'm going to look to short it. I put my stop here and rip the rewards to the downside. So this is going to be profit target number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so Kavana is looking like something that is ready to sell and ready for a sell-off. Okay, so next one that I'm going to look at is, I want to look at in terms of the longs, I want to look at a number of them, right? So there are a couple of them that are looking good. One of them is CoreWeave. So CoreWeave is did very well, and this is a stock that we traded nicely in the swing trading service. So here in the swing trading service, it was somewhere here. It's a Monday here. Yeah, we captured this move from here to here before the first sell-off here. So we captured the 18 points move, and then now it's down, right? It pulled back to this area, and now it's holding. So this is a very good setup here. And if you look at this, it's a downsloping. Let me put back my trend line. So here you have the downsloping trend line, and then we broke above this structure. So here this here broke above this trend line with this bullish engulfing candle from Friday. So this was a beautiful trade on Friday, and this is a clearing bullish engulfing candle. So I believe that we are going to get more green candles to the upside, which is going to send this to $96 gap entry and then gap fill. My ultimate target is a gap fill on this, and then it's going to go up, right? So those in the swing trading service, we already have a swing trade on this already, which is already green, and we're expecting to target this 105 level sometime this week or beyond, right? Again, if you want to join our swing trading service, you can see the banner there. Go to tradingrate.com, and we currently have a year-end sale going on, which is 30% off all our subscriptions and all our courses. So if you want to take advantage, this is the best time to subscribe to the swing trading service or the day trading service, and you can join us in trading these stocks every single day in the day trading service or swinging them in the swing trading service. Already tonight, we've already provided the swing trading subscribers with my top 3 tickets for the week, right? Those ones, I don't discuss them on YouTube. Those are for only subscribers. So if you want to know the top 3 tickets for the week, you want to be a subscriber. So you go to our website. I'm going to post it here in the chat. Our website here, tradingrich.com. Go to our website and you go to courses. Click on courses here. I'm going to put it in the chat, and then everybody can get access to it. Okay. Awesome. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. All right. So that's the link, and then the promo code. Let me put it in the chat as well. Promo code is holidays. Holidays. Happy holidays. So holidays promo. Okay. All right. So let me go back to CoreWeave. So CoreWeave here is looking prime to go. It's ready to go on Monday. So Monday is going to be out of the race, out of the gates. It could do wonders. So again, what I'm targeting. So the game plan for me this week is that I'm targeting this things here. So let me go to secular financing. Just one sec. Secular financing. AI secular financing. This one. So you see these stocks here. These stocks over here in this chart over here, right? I'm going to be keeping an eye on these stocks. Nvidia, CoreWeave, Intel. I'm not a fan of Intel, but you can check it out. Oracle, AMD, Nevis, right? These ones. These are stocks I'm going to be watching this week and in the weeks ahead here, right? Because some of these stocks have been beaten down, and they are part of the Nvidia's AI army, right? So Nvidia is the captain of that team, and there's another team with Google. Google is the leader of that team, right? There are two opposing teams who are fighting for supremacy. Okay, so Nvidia is currently down as well. We are going to review that shortly. And I believe that is going to start recovering, and that's going to lift the market as well. Because retail are conditioned to buy the dip, and when they see a stock like Nvidia down, it's going to be a good opportunity to buy. So you're going to lift it up like that. Okay. So we have CoreWeave here. CoreWeave is a good one. It's part of that team. And the next one I have online here is Nvidia. If you look at Nvidia very well, what you're going to see is that is in the midst of moving averages congestion, right? So in order to break this moving averages congestion, you need a lot of energy, you need a lot of force in order to break it, right? It doesn't just break just like that, right? Because consider all moving averages as break wall. So it has break wall number one, break wall number two, then it has to clear. So once it's able to clear these two break walls, then it's off to the races, right? It's going to be gone, right? It's going to be gone off to the races. Okay, so I'm watching Nvidia closely this week to see what it does, because if Nvidia is up, we are definitely going to see the market up as well, right? Yeah, and on Friday, it did a good move here. So if you put the lines back, you can see that it broke this downsloping trend line and is about to go. So if tomorrow it can break above the 100 SMA, then we push to 183 or even 189, and then go to the 50 here and then break out from there. So I believe that this could do a very good move this week, as long as it's able to break above all these moving averages congestion here. Okay. All right. So Nvidia is one stock that I'm watching. Another one that I'm watching as well is Irene. So Irene is an AI stock, and it is also part of crypto. So they have some crypto mining business. They have a crypto mining business, and they also have what's it called? They also have like a data center where they do like all this AI stuff in there. So they have both. So they can check two boxes, AI and crypto. So with the market rallying, I believe that if crypto wakes up and the AI trade continues rallying, then we are going to see a move in Irene. And it has this nice pattern here. It's like a falling wedge here. And this looks like it's ready to go and break out. So if it can break above this $42 level and this 20 SMA level, is going to push and break out from there. So we shall see how this works out tomorrow. But I believe that if it's able to crack this area, like this area here, we clear this jam, is going to squeeze to the upside. So Irene is a good one to watch. this week if the AI play works out and crypto works out as well. Okay. Yeah, so I like Irene for that. Also, there's so I'm have more longs here today than shorts, more longs. Also, ASTS did very well last week. Again, ASTS is one of the stocks that retail likes, right? It's a retail favorite. So when retail is taking over the market, they are going to push this kind of stocks up. So ASTS is a good one. I like this candle from Friday. That was fantastic. So I believe that we are going to see more upside in ASTS. And look at this. So this is a trend line that I'm going to be watching here. If we crack above this trend line, which is already cracked above it, but it could come and retest it. If tomorrow, if this opens like, opens green or something like that above this line, this could squeeze, and next target is going to be here, right? $85. So ASTS was one of the trades that we caught the move on. That was I believe this one, right? Yeah, we caught the move, I think from somewhere. We caught this move from here to here, right? Before the sell-off. So we caught it. This was a Wednesday before the FOMC. And then Thursday, we saw in the swing trading service, we were able to capture this move here for 60% return, like 60%, not 60% return, but 60% move in the equity, which was hundreds of percent in the options itself. So here it's ready to go again, ready for round two rally. So I'm going to be watching it to take part in that rally here if we break above this 78 level, right? 77, 90, 99 is pretty much 78, right? So this is looking good here, and we shall see how it plays out. This looks like a cup and handle. So you have a cup and handle here. If it breaks it, it's going to be gone off to the races, right? So ASTS is also a good one to watch for the upcoming week, okay? And another stock that I'm going to be watching as well is I'm also going to be watching Tesla to see what it does, right? Last week, our trade of the week was Tesla. In the swing trading and day trading service, we caught Tesla, and it was a thing of beauty, right? So we caught Tesla here. That was on the Monday. We caught it. It went there to Tuesday. By that time, we already hit our all-time high target, took profit off the table. It tried to pull back here. So in the day trading service, we also traded at a long and short. We also had this long opportunity as well. But I believe that Tesla is consolidating here. So this looks to me like a bull flag that is forming. So if it's able to break above this bull flag, it is going to go and break out, right? It's going to go and break out and take off and go. All right, so you're going to get something like this, like a green candle, not the same size, but something similar. You understand what I mean? So here it's going to break out and go. So here, first off, it needs to clear this all-time high levels, and then from there, it's going to take off from there, right? But if it fails, if for any reason it fails, then it's going to come back here and retest this. So retrace to the scene of the crime. It's going to come here and test this and possibly fill the gap, right? Possibly fill the gap. So yeah, so it remains to be seen, but this is more or less like a bullish consolidation in a bull flag way, where we can get a bull flag break to the upside. Okay, so that is another stock that I'm also watching as well for this week to see what, because if everything is going up, then I believe Tesla will catch a bit and it will finally get to that magic number of 500 this week. Yeah, so another stock that I'm watching as well is I talked about this last week, Light. So Light on Friday, it was fantastic, right? I did this in a YouTube video as well. Before then, I think I did it that was Thursday. Look at Light. It's just crazy. Like, I talked about that break, and we saw that. I told you guys that those that watch the YouTube. So by the way, I post YouTube videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and I provide high probability setups that people can take during the week. And one of them was Light. And look at that. One of the reasons why I posted it was that it had what is called pattern recognition. So if you see here, every single time it came to the 20, it popped. Near the 20, popped. Near the 20, it did the same thing. Near the 20. So in trading, you always have to look left to see what happened in the past is going to happen again in the future. So what you do is that you just execute, right? Know where your stop is, you execute with no hesitation. So this was a thing of beauty, right? And this thing went crazy. This thing did 10% move in one day, which was it was a Friday. It was a Friday move, so the gains were really high, right? So over here, now I'm going to see. I believe that we are going to get that move to the upside here. Now that we've broken this, the next target is now a break of this, right? Break of this highs to make new all-time highs. So the next target here for this stock is we are going to see it go pivots here. Pivot points is going to go higher. I don't have any new points here, but it's going to go higher than this. I believe it can go as high as this stock can go as high as 400 even, right? Because this stock has been going. If you look at the weekly time frame, it's going. So I shorted this when it came here, and now it's reverse, right? Now it's going up. We shall see what it does. It can just blast through and go. So watch Light. Light can do well in blast through and go. And it's also an AI company, right? So if all the AIs are doing well, then definitely you are going to see a push in Light as well. Okay. Another one that is also part of the army is SanDisk, right? SDK, yeah, this one. So it's interesting. This can do what Light has done already. If you look at it, see this. So this trend line has been broken. It was broken on Friday, so I had it on my chart for the YouTube stuff that I did last week. So now this SanDisk here is looking to crack this. So this could give you a big squeeze to the upside if it's able to break this critical level, right? It's able to break this critical level. It's going to push up, and this thing could be at all-time highs by the end of the week, right? So this is a stock that I'm going to be watching closely to execute on, because if it can break this area, it's going to squeeze to the upside, and it could give you a big move. Like this stock is also a big mover, similar to Light as well. Okay. All right. So also, we also have a big announcement here. So this is a program that I've been working on so far for the entire year here. And this is a program that we are going to be launching in January. Actually, it's launched now. So everybody can register. And if you know anybody that wants to learn about the stock market, how to buy their first stock, how to invest, how to buy their first options, this is the program for them, right? So this is called the Zero Risk to Riches Challenge, right? So it's going to be a 3-day challenge that is going to be held starting on January 20th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link here in the chat. So what I want you guys to do is that you guys that have not signed up yet, go ahead and sign up now and type in the chat if you sign up goes through. So you want to be able to sign up ASAP, because we have limited spots. This is free of charge. It's going to be from 20th to 22nd. So what's it going to be about? So basically, we are going to cover all the trades that we are going to do is going to be in a simulated account. That's why it's called Zero Risk to Riches. We are not using real money, right? Because as a newbie or a new investor or a trader, you want to start from ground zero, where you're not taking any risk, to understand how things work. And yeah, so again, those that are part of our community that want to get some refresher and stuff, you can join the 3-day boot camp here, right? So it's going to be 3-day sessions. Every day is going to be two hours. So day one, we are going to cover master the foundation. So we are going to talk about things like master the foundations, like how the stock market works, and we are going to talk about things like indices, ETFs, stock, all that kind of thing. How to open the right broker account, how to buy your first stock. So we are going to buy our first stock live during that day, and we are going to do this. It's going to be January 20th to 22nd. All the sessions are going to be done at 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern time, or 6 p.m. Mountain time, depending on those that are in Mountain time zone. And if you are in Pacific time, it's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific time, right? So you want to be sign up for this. You want to send this to any of your friends and family that want to sign up. So because you are here, you want to take advantage of that, because once we get the numbers, we are going to close the registration, and the people that want to sign up might not get ability to sign up. So if you want, go ahead and sign up now, and make sure that you type in and let me know if you are in, to know that your spot is secured. So over here, we also have introduction to, after the stock one, we are going to talk about introduction to options, and we are going to walk through how options work in plain, simple language, and also talk about swing trading, day trading as well with options. Day trade, we are going to talk about technical analysis, things that newbies need to know to understand about option trading, positioning 101, all that good stuff. And then day 4 is going to be bonus live day trading session with me on that day. We're starting from 8:45 a.m. Eastern to 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So this is an opportunity for you guys to spread the news, spread the gospel, so that your friends and family can benefit, right? And again, so in this Christmas period, you can give the gift of learning, right? Give the gift of learning by sending this to your friends and family, and then your network. Okay, so everyone is welcome. Everyone can sign up for it. Again, it's free, so you don't need to pay. Sign up for it and you join. Okay, so yeah, make sure. So if you are in, let me know. I see Ebenezer says he's in. Okay, awesome. So if you are not in, make sure you sign up ASAP to secure your spot. Okay, all right. So now I'll go back to the live stream, and then talk about other things that we have here. And by the way, the sale that we are doing is going to be till the end of the year here. So you want to take advantage of the sale that we have. That is going to be 30% off all our courses and subscriptions. So this is a good time where you want to take advantage and get the yearly package if you want to trade with me live every day, or the yearly package for the weekly alert service, because it's going to be a good deal. So if you look at this is going to be so if you go to the day trading session here, you are going to see that this is 970. If you take advantage of the sale, you are going to get around 670 or something like that. So you are going to get a very good discount on that. So you want to take advantage of that before the sales end at the end of the year here. Okay, all right. So yeah, so next thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going to look at other stocks in other sectors. So in January, what we are going to see is that we are going to see there's something called the January effect play, right? January effect play is that by the end of the year, what happens is that most people, if you have a loss in a stock, you want to get rid of it, right? So you sell it in order to reduce your taxes, right? You get rid of it to reduce your taxes. So by time at the end of the year, by January, they would have finished what is called tax loss selling. Okay, so they are selling stocks that have been beaten down for the longest time, that are going to get a bid, right? They are going to get a bid, like they're going to start going up. So some of them include a stock that we've talked about, Novo. Novo has been beaten down for all this while. I believe that Novo is going to wake up again and start pushing. And this one, I already have a position in this, expiring in 2027. I believe that Novo is going to make a comeback and push up. So these type of stocks that have been selling off, in January, you are going to see that all of a sudden they are going up. So that's some of the stocks that I'm going to be watching. So I'm going to create a list of of that. I'm going to share it with the community. And also, this year I'm going to put together, in general, I'm going to put together my yearly reports for the stock market, like what my stock market outlook report on which ETFs, which stocks are going to be doing well this year. And those that attend the challenge are going to get access to it. If you're not part of the challenge, you are not getting that report. So I'm going to share that. And once it's ready, those that are in our community already are going to get that. And those that are new that are coming in for the challenge as well are going to get it. So that's going to be something that I'm going to publish sometime next year. I'm going to talk about how I see the market, my projections for the market, which stocks I'm going to get for like long-term investing, which stocks are going to do well, which sectors are going to do well, and then we can position ourselves strategically for it, right? Okay. So yeah, so that's tax loss selling. I believe some stocks are going to come back and benefit from that. One of them as well is Oracle. Oracle, apart from that earnings that it did, that caused was in Larry Ellison's net worth to go up to become world richest man in one day. It has crashed. It's a comeback crashing, right? So right now, what is happening is that it is at this critical level here. Look at this. So here, one touch, two touch. This is a beautiful chart. 3. Okay. So Oracle must hold this level. So this is a trade, like this type of trades are called low risk trade. Like how low can it go, right? So what you can do is that you can put your stop here. There's even here, like look at this. So it must hold this level. So this like a critical level here, like a triple bottom or something. But we have this one below it. So this area here is going to be an area of interest, like a stop loss kind of thing. So you can have it here as your stop loss, but this is a nice play, and the risk is low. So like this stock could be trading in the 200s by the end of the week here. So it needs to find a way to remount the 200. So at least by the end of the week, I'll not be surprised to see Oracle go to 225. Because Oracle is part of that AI army that I'm talking about, right? So if those stocks recover, Oracle is going to catch a bit and it's also going to push up. Okay. So Oracle is one of them that I'm watching for the week. And then if it triggers, we'll look to take that trade to the upside. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions about the challenge or the promo or anything like that, put it in the chat so that I know I can see your questions. And I'll be happy to answer your questions as well. Okay. Also, I like Oklo. Oklo is another one that I like. So if you look at Oklo closely, Oklo has this falling wedge pattern here. Falling wedge pattern. Okay. So this is a falling wedge pattern for Oklo. If you look at this, you have something like this, right? So that's a falling wedge pattern. So Oklo is ready to rumble, right? It's here, the falling wedge pattern. So it's coming here and it's going, it could continue going here to the apex of this. And then from there it's going to go up, but it's curling up. So we have this here, we have this 1, we have this 2, we have this 3 now. So I believe that from here it can just go and go up, right? Can just take off and go. So we see how this plays out, but Oklo looks like it's ready to push the upside. And so we shall see how that works out. Oklo 2 is a good one that can do well this week because this is a retail favorite, right? Oklo is a retail favorite. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes with Oklo. Oklo is a good one. And I have another one here. Let me check out some small cap stocks. Lemonade. Not quite small caps. It's doing well now. So Lemonade looks like it wants to take off. And if you look at this closely, it's in this critical level here, right? It's in this critical level. Lemonade is in this critical level. So lemonade is due for a breakout. Okay. So if lemonade can break out above this weekly level, it's going to have what is called a weekly squeeze to the upside, which is going to take it to the next area of resistance. Critical area of resistance is 115. So do not be surprised to see lemonade at 115 at some point if it's able to break above this $84 level. Right, above this level is going to go $84 level. So this is due for a breakout, and do not be surprised to see the breakout happen this week. Okay, do not be surprised to see the breakout happen this week. So yeah, so I also have this tiny trend line here that this has. And yeah, so if he's able to break above this will do very good numbers, and it's going to go. So I'm also going to be watching to see what happens here this week with lemonade. If it triggers, it's going to be a good one for a trade. Okay, so guys, so that's about it for tonight. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions. If you have any tickets that you want me to review as well, I can also review that. Let me know if you have any questions. So make sure that you sign up for the challenge. So this is the challenge here. I'll put the link in the chat here. So make sure you sign up for the challenge, the Zero Risk to Riches challenge. Make sure you sign up for that. It's a 3-day where you place trades. So this is going to be done in a simulated account. And also we are going to have like a prize. We are going to have like a reward for some, like a lucky member of that group. We are going to announce everything is going to be announced in the WhatsApp group, and we are going to do it live. We are going to do a draw and pick somebody, so that person will get an opportunity to win one of our courses, one of our flagship courses. It could be the 4 Weeks to Trading Rich course or the other courses, depends, right? So we'll see. We'll provide all those details in the WhatsApp group once we get to January. But this is going to be an exciting opportunity for anybody that you know who wants to learn about the markets and get very good education on it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So put your questions here in the chat, and I'll be happy to respond to the questions. So you guys have any questions? So promo is still going on, 30% off all subscriptions or subscriptions or courses. So if you want to take advantage, this is the best time to do so, because once the deadline of December 31st hits, midnight, it's over, right? Then everything goes back to regular price. So you want to lock in now, and especially with this week that we are going to get low volume market and stuff, those that are going to trade with me live, we are going to capture very good trades. So you want to be in the room, and you want to take advantage of those moves, right? So that you can trade with us, and you can also make some money for Christmas, right? Make some money before the Christmas day comes, and you can lock in and close the year on a high note. Okay, guys, so let me know if you have any questions. Going once, going twice. Let me see if you have any questions. If there are no questions, have a good night. Happy holidays, and we shall chat in the community, and then also those that I trade with live tomorrow. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do, and hit the notification bell so that you can so that you get all notifications of all posts in the YouTube channel. And also you can help us support the channel by subscribing as well, and also most importantly also sharing it with your friends and family so that they can also partake in this. Okay, all right, have a good night, guys. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.